Hey everybody, I'm Mary and this is my simple cottage life. Hey everybody, I'm in a different place in my garden this morning. I'm out by that big catalpa tree and I have the bird feeders all around. I'm sitting here in my Texas chair. If you see, well, there it is. And it's nice out here. It's going to be hot this afternoon, I know that, but right now in this shade, it's very, very nice, and I haven't noticed any mosquitoes, but I sprayed a week or so ago for mosquitoes, so hopefully that'll keep me safe. You know, I was asked yesterday, I think, by someone if I would make a video about how I managed to avoid getting COVID-19. So I thought I would do that because I don't know whether y'all have been vaccinated or not, or what you're doing to avoid it, or what kind of precautions you are taking. But I haven't been vaccinated very long. I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine because that was all that was available to me at the time. And it was just a few months ago that I got it. We didn't have all the Pfizer and all whatever. I can't even remember the name of the other one. We didn't have that available to us. So the Johnson & Johnson's what I got. Now I've heard some things about it since then. That's a bit concerning, but there are things about all of them that are somewhat concerning. I know that's what's putting people off on not getting the vaccine, but I think I made a good choice, and I'm glad I did it. I did it for myself. I did it to keep myself and people I love safe. So there's really not a big old mystery on how I managed to stay safe for practically a year. In fact, it was a year since COVID first appeared. I believe it was in March of 2020. Y'all all know that I live out in the country, so I am fairly secluded out here. I live quite a ways outside a very small town. There's a little over 5,000 people in that town. But I do live in the country. And I don't have people around me. A lot of people, it's not a neighborhood. I have woods around me. And I just didn't go out. I'm on Social Security, so that was deposited in my bank account for me. I don't go out and pay bills because I have all of those auto deduction. So that saves gas, it saves trips, it saves stamps. It's perfect for me. It works out great. When I had to go get groceries, I made a list. I went straight there. I got what was on that list. I was wearing my mask each time I did. I didn't dilly-dally around in the store. I didn't run into anybody that I knew. We all wear masks, so we don't really know who's behind that mask. So I never saw anybody I knew that I know of in order to stop and talk, and I wouldn't have done that anyway. I just wanted to get out of there. When my son would come to my house, he wouldn't come in the house. He would drive up and he would stand out there by his car and talk to me, whatever he had to say to me, but he wouldn't come near me because he was afraid, being that he worked in the healthcare industry in hospice. He was afraid that he may have at one time been exposed to COVID, and he didn't want to risk spreading it to me. A good son he is. But if I needed anything, he'd say, "Mom, let me know and I will get it for you." Once in a while he did get things for me, but most of the time I went and got them myself. I just felt like I had my mask. And when I'd get back in the car, I'd use my hand sanitizer. Now I know I've seen some YouTube videos on how other people treated say, Amazon packages and things that they would order, which, by the way, I did order from Amazon. But I brought mine in the house. When they were put on the porch by the driver, the delivery person, I brought them in the house. I've seen some people say they leave them out under their carport for a solid week. I can't do that kind of thing. It was too much rain and so forth. That all that stuff would have been ruined out under the carport in the open air. So I can't do that. I wasn't that much of a fanatic about it. I wasn't that careful as they felt like they needed to be. That's their business if that's the way they want to do it. We all have to do things our own way. So I brought my things in. I didn't, buy things from the store and with rubber gloves on and put the stuff in the car and then take those gloves off and put clean gloves on. And I didn't do all of that. That just, to me, was just a hassle and a half. As long as I was washing my hands and using sanitizer and wearing my mask and not going out into large groups of people, I felt like I was pretty safe. So I didn't have the fear, really, of getting COVID. I didn't live in an area where there were a lot of people all the time. I was isolated, and I think that probably is one of the things that made me feel the safest. I just never felt in fear of catching COVID as long as I took care of myself and took care of my environment and did what I needed to do. So everybody has to do what they think is best for them. I told y'all I did have a friend that passed away from COVID, and he was in his middle 60s. And boy, that hit home to me. But this happened at the beginning of the COVID outbreak, before there was a vaccine for him. And we're all lucky that we have that vaccine out there. If you don't want to get the vaccine, don't get the vaccine. I am not saying you're wrong or you're right. I'm saying I did what I know was best for me and felt like it was best for my family. And they did the same for me. So I hope y'all all stay safe. I think this is kind of churning up again. We're getting some more outbreaks, a variant of it this time. And I hope to goodness those people who are not vaccinated take extra precautions and stay safe. And all of y'all stay safe as well. So I hope y'all have a great day. Like I said, I hope you stay safe out there. And I hope God is good to you. Thanks for stopping in with me today. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.